they shut the government down. And Nightline, by the way, Nightline did this last night, Friday night, just quick little 30-second thing on the shutdown. Did you know Nightline was still on the air?
Yes.
I did not know that Nightline was on the air.
I think it's on after Jimmy Kimmel.
And it is. It is. It's on. What's that for? So you watch I watched the 11 o'clock news. Then I don't watch news for an hour. Then I watch news again. It's not good programming.
And then at 2 a.m., it's double Nightline.
But look at how badass they're. I got to tell you, I was watching this. I'm like, they got a great set. So let's go to the government shutdown. Here's how Nightline covered it with their beautiful set.
Washington begins its government shutdown. Funding for several key federal agencies just expired. The shutdown comes after President Trump stood by his demands to fund the border wall, making it difficult for Republicans and Democrats to strike a deal to keep the government running. More than 400,000 federal workers are now expected to work without pay, while lawmakers head back to the drawing board tomorrow.
Huh. So tomorrow is today, and today happened, and they don't have a deal. So here's Mitch McConnell. Here's how he breaks it down, and there's a hilarious part right at the end. So check this out. Here's what he has to say about all the funding and what have you.
What is on his jacket?
However,
I don't know.
Obviously, since any eventual solution requires 60 votes here in the Senate, it's been clear from the beginning that two things are necessary. Support from enough Senate Democrats to pass the proposal at 60, and a presidential signature. As a result, the Senate has voted to proceed the legislation before us in order to preserve maximum flexibility for productive conversation to continue between the White House and our Democratic colleagues. I hope Senate Democrats will work with the White House on an agreement that can pass both houses of Congress and receive the president's signature. So, colleagues, when an agreement is reached, it will receive a vote here on the Senate floor.
Okay, so there's you need 60 votes. Chucky the Schumer and the Democrats, they don't even think they have 50 votes. Like, they don't even think that all the Republicans in the Senate will vote for this. And but watch this.
I move to concur in the House amendment to the Senate amendment to the House amendment to the Senate amendment to
Come on. Come on. Do you want to hear that again?
Yes.
This is actually how they do business.
It almost sounds like he's rapping.
Right?
I move to concur in the House amendment to the Senate amendment to the House amendment to the Senate amendment to H.R. 695.
The motion is pending.
I thought he was going to say the motion is pensing, but he said,
And I'm going to the rhythm and the wall. And
That was
I have a big red thing on my jacket.
that was kind of crazy, right? Let's listen to it again. I actually want to hear it. Oh, what happened? I fucked it up.
H.R. 695.
Okay, here we go.
I move to concur in the House amendment to the Senate amendment to the House amendment to the Senate amendment to H.R. 695.
The motion is pending.
So now Chucky the Schumer has his turn.
Mr. President,
The Democratic leader.
as we said to President Trump a week ago, his wall does not have 60 votes here in the Senate, let alone 50 votes. That much is now clear. Democrats have offered 3 proposals to keep the government open, including a proposal offered by Leader McConnell that passed the Senate unanimously only a few days ago. We are willing to continue discussions on those proposals with the leader, the president, the Speaker of the House, and the Leader of the House. All 5 are necessary to get something done. Yield the floor.
And there you have it. So now, it's the border wall funding, and I wonder how this is going to end. This will be interesting to see how it ends. So here's what Jeff Flake, who's no fan of the president but still votes with him all the time. he gets to have it both ways. Here we go.
If the government does shut down, is that on the president's shoulders or Democrats?
Well, you just take what he said at the White House, and I think, after he did that, it's tough to get it back. Shutdown 101 is you blame the other party at all times, and he accepted the blame. So it's, I think most people recognize that.
So there you go.
Wow, dude, is there an award for most neutral answer a politician could possibly give?
Well,
that's actually a fierce competition, but I think that dude might have just won.
From Chucky the Shoe. So that was Jeff Flake saying, this is Trump's shutdown. And he goes, it's politics 101. You blame the other party for a shutdown. He took the blame. I think everybody saw him do it. That's what he said, right? It took the blame, and everybody saw him do it. So he can't be seen hammering Trump too hard.
Yeah, he's just quoting him.
Right. 25% of the federal government and agencies, including the State Department, IRS, Justice Department, and Department of Homeland Security, shut down at midnight after Trump said he wouldn't sign a funding bill that didn't include $5 billion in funds for the construction of a wall. But get this. House Speaker Paul Ryan was seen entering his leadership office Saturday morning with an overnight bag. The retiring speaker, who spends his nights in Washington in his office, had been evicted from his congressional office in Longworth House office building. Okay. Now, I'm going to guess when they say he's been evicted from his congressional office, why would that? Why? Because he's the outgoing leader and the new one's coming in? That's weird. That's weird. That's what all I can think of. So he's not going to be even a
I think it's because he didn't pay rent. He's not pulling himself up by his bootstraps. That's what he's not doing.
So
Paul
this MFer
Ryan
doesn't even rent a room in D.C. This son of a bitch doesn't even rent a room. He just sleeps in his office, the tightwad.
just sleeps in his office with that Ayn Rand poster kissing him goodnight. That's what he does.
Sleeping in a government office building with an Ayn Rand poster. Look at me, I did it myself. You're kidding me. So remember when they were making fun of Ocasio because she was saying that she couldn't afford, until her pay kicked in, she couldn't afford to rent an apartment?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's making fun of her. Paul Ryan doesn't even rent an apartment.
And he didn't even bother giving her the pro tip.
Right?
He wasn't even like, oh, you can just chill there. It's fine.
You get a shower, you get a couch, you just shower and couch it. And you eat it, you order in.
There's fruit snacks everywhere.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of, there's a nice pantry.
I'm sure there's a commissary.
You can get apples.
So to me, that's the most surprising part of this whole story. So there you go. I don't have any insight on this shutdown and what's going to happen. I think it's kind of silly. I think Trump should have took the $1.2 billion they offered and as a victory.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they should. That's what I would have did. But so there you have it. And the only way the government. So the way this becomes bad politically is if it hurts people. The government shutdown. And it hasn't hurt anyone yet because it just started. So we'll see. Our next live Jimmy Dore show is February 1st in Burbank, California. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a list of all our live shows, and please become a premium member if you can. Become a patron. It's the way we support this show because they're coming at us, and we give you bonus. We give you hours of bonus material every week. Check it out. Become a patron. And if you can, make sure you're still subscribed. They unsubscribe people every day. I know it sounds crazy. It only takes a second. Please make sure and click that bell when you subscribe so they'll send you a notice when we drop a video. Thanks for your support.